Yo, 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 it's the Black King. And welcome back, one and all, folks, to another Black King Goku, the Black King book, the Black King Goku presents another update video. Be like, anyway, in this episode, this is gonna be probably about 5 or 10 things I hate about Facebook, YouTube, and anywhere else. Number one, the posts you shall see. Let's go take a look at a post here. No. Okay, for the name's sake of anyone here, you might still see a name anyway because of watch what happens. So, oh, hello. This content isn't available right now. When this happens, it's usually because the owner only shared it with a small group of people. Change who can see it or it's been deleted. One of the things I hate is that. This happens to be on YouTube as well. Deleted videos, BitChute the same way, I guess. I don't know, I haven't seen one yet, but I'm going to guess it's going to be like that. But because of, well, in that case, it'd be because of copyright or something happened that would have violated the rules. I guess, just like anywhere else. So anyway, it's one of the things I hate. And I do apologize for showing off any names because I'm not trying to give them any credit. Because it has nothing to do with them. Not really. Actually, I had to go to that guy to find him, this Kington. Sorry, Kington. But anyway. Not that you'll be watching this video, because I know you don't watch my videos. But even so, if you do, well, you'll know. Anyway. The other thing I hate about Facebook is the lies. Same thing goes for YouTube. Fun animation. Now, that's not to say they lie about everything, but there's a lot of things I can't go through. I could go through a list of them, but I can't even think of how many. But there's just that many that I couldn't do in this video alone. It'd take me a whole another session, and I'm not going to do that anyway. Even if I could, it's just not worth it. Like, okay, this website says it is nothing but English dub now. Okay, what do you get? Japanese dub. Now, I have nothing against Japanese dub, but whatever the case may be. But when you show a show that's supposed to be promising and everything else, you know, and it's supposed to have both as well. And I've noticed that it does have quite a few things. It hasn't done that yet for Phantasy Star Online, too. There's quite a few shows it has up here. It's only in Japanese dub. A few of them I can understand, but I mean, like, okay, this whole entire website said, or that this is what it said. They were going to be solely dedicated to nothing but English dub. No Japanese. And Crunchyroll had promised to have, and that's another one that lied about their crap. I don't mind lies. Let me be clear on that. I don't mind them to a certain degree. I mean, there has to be a line drawn somewhere when it comes to lies, because obviously people are going to lie anyway. So, you know, so that shouldn't mean, in other words, I'm not going to let that be that I can't trust somebody, because it's not that they always lie, but if they always lie, I don't know. I'd hate to be not a person that couldn't be their friend for them, but at the same time, I feel like if they lie and they turn around and try to lie about you, well, we're not going to go about that. That's a whole different case altogether. But anyway, in this case, actually, I've had people lie about me, but, you know, that's beside the point. So in this case, this whole entire website, you know, is supposed to be English dub. It's not. Crunchyroll was supposed to have English dub. The first time I played on it, I went up there, it was Japanese dub. There was nothing in English to it. I was like, okay, so, you know, where's the English dub? So again, they said, well, it's going to have English dub. So I check it out, and then eventually I look it up online, and it says, it's only going to be Japanese dub. All the way. Which, a few shows which I really only care about are up there that I have seen before, yes, but not as often as I've seen the other shows. So, you know. There is another show as well in relation to that is not up here. fun animation that I found on Hulu that they were going to delete, and thank God they didn't. If I had known that, I would have done the same thing with Home Improvement. Although I'm not sure how that would have affected things, because they went ahead and deleted that one anyway. Like, they started to take out Charlotte, or whatever the hell it was called. I just barely got into that, and then I got into Dragon Nut, Renaissance. And, I hate the fact that when something like that happens, or when they take down something you've already seen. Like, you might want to see it, or they might have to bring it back. And they don't keep up too well with their licenses, is all part of number one. Or not number one, but whatever number we're on. Or 12. But anyway, third thing that I don't like about these websites is what they can do to impact you when you are not violating the rules. Because either some jerk, that's without me cussing, not that I care, or anything whether I cuss or not, because this isn't for children, but whatever, I'm not really here to educate children. But anyway, so, and I took off my logo, in case you wonder. That's not part of this, but I just want to let you know. It's still there, it just don't have it where it shows. But anyway, this, it's crazy. What was I talking about now? I forgot. But yeah, they lie. Again, I don't mind lies to a certain degree. There's a certain degree of lying that I can handle, and I can appreciate and accept. I don't like it. Well, actually, I don't like to have to. I actually don't mind lying myself. But I won't lie to you. There is a difference. I might keep a lot of things to myself, but in certain circumstances, I do make the exceptions to lie. Like, I will lie to protect someone, or to help them out. Because I don't feel that they deserve what they're about to get to them, because even though I know damn well they didn't do such an action, but, like, in other words, I can lie about where they were at. I would do that to protect someone. I won't lie if they committed the crime. I won't lie about that. I'm willing to stick up for someone and go so far, but that's about it. And that's as far as that goes. I hate when they promise to bring another season in and it never happens. Although that actually has to do with the creators. But still, even so, it's like a cannon fodderly excuse, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Just something I thought I'd just throw out there. Anyway, that's not the point. Anyway, for them to take it down eventually. Not always, but there's a lot of cases where they do that. And I just can't understand why an entire website is supposed to be dedicated to nothing but English dub, but yet you have Japanese dub on there, and ones that are exclusively only Japanese dub, but there's nothing English about it. That's just nuts. I don't care about the subtitles. The subtitles don't always add amount to what you mean. That's another thing is, the way people translate crap are nuts. I can translate a hell of a lot better than that, because I know how to translate it. In something that's in English. I don't know exactly what they're saying, but like, if we're going to, instead of, saying what it says in the comic books, which is stupid most of the time too, by the way, they've done that with Dragon Ball Super and other things, which I hate as well. That's another thing. YouTube. People, subtitlers. Man, let me tell you, I love subtitles. I really do. But I also hate them because of what amount of crap that it doesn't make any sense. Okay? And with that said, just because I don't speak the language doesn't mean I don't want them around. I just don't really think it's fair either to sit there and go, well, it's only an English website, so, but we're going to add Japanese and you're not going to know it. That's just kind of stupid. Okay? It's like when people do hidden fees and stuff. Like with Domino's. That's another thing I don't like, but that's another website I don't like because that right there. I noticed when it comes up on my information, you know, that tells me what it's been taken out. Yeah, they up it. No, I don't like that. But I will tell you this. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I don't enjoy their food. I wouldn't return their food because they're not going to reimburse me for that. So, really, the only choice I have is to either return it or just enjoy it. And it's not because of how much money I actually had to put out, which is stupid. I mean, you know, I've given them tip. I have. But for them to actually do what they do, which is 21.09, no. You can't be serious. Okay? I'm putting out... Okay, look. It's $16.02. That's how much the total is when you're just getting 2 things for $5.99 and a drink. Well, rather a 2-liter anyway. Not all of them have a liter. I don't understand that. One little bottle, basically. Anyway, or, you know, and I hate that about that. This is also about websites, in case you're wondering as well. I like them. But it's not all about how bad they can be. As far as me actually just enjoying it goes. But as far as this video goes, yeah, it's about the bad things. Like, I'm doing the cons, as you might say. Anyway, another thing I don't like is, like, they promise that there's a certain show you're looking for. Like, oh, for example, you could be looking for Gundam Wing or some kind of Gundam show or some kind of mech or whatever that, you know, and they say it's going to be there. And we like, okay, like, especially on Google. Yeah, it's supposed to be on Fun Animation, like this one thing called Tenjo Goo. They were even talking about. It's not on here. I don't know. In fact, I don't know what time it could have been on here, but it must have been one of those things they took it off or they never put up here. Either way, I haven't seen it yet. I actually tried looking for it. It wasn't there. Even for an English dub, for crying out loud. And I'm going to tell you something else. You know, I hate when Google lies. Now, not to say that Google always lies. I've had a lot more successfulness with Google than I have with any other website like Yahoo. Now, that's not to say that Yahoo is a bad website to go to and check out things any more than MSN. But the thing is about Yahoo and MSN, they don't have all their facts straight either. So, then again, there's nothing perfect about any website you go to. It's Google, GameFAQs, that's another thing I hate, by the way, is not the website, keep in mind, and that's what I mean, not them, but I hate when you come to guides and they tell you this and that. No, man, hell no. You did it without doing that? There's no way. Like, I remember that time when the person said, and I quote, or not I quote, but they, and I quote, according to them, they did it without doing the one valve. What one valve? They didn't even say specified, but it was just a one valve they didn't touch. It's like, there's no way, because you got to be able to have both of them done. So, anyway, that's on a different game. I'm not going to go into details of what it is. But anyway, another thing I don't like. Sorry about that. Another thing I don't like about Facebook is the whole idea is when people unfriend you. And I know that particularly has to do with either Facebook, and yeah, it has been them most of the time, but not always. But then there's just them who do that to you. Like, you're supposed to be still your friend, but they're not. So they decide to up and unfriend you. There's people that will block you too. And they don't give you no reason. Or their accounts are down. So, but the thing of it is, you have no way to know. You have no way to know if someone's in jail or not. By jail, I mean Facebook jail, in case you're wondering specifically. That's what I mean. You wouldn't know if they were in jail if they went right away, though. If in jail in person, But you would know if they told you before they went. They don't always have that luxury. No one always has that luxury. And I'll tell you something else I hate about websites and things. When they update things, they take forever to do things. And speaking of websites, there's these games. Okay? Yes, it's also about them. You know, they happen to have updates to come out at the wrong inconvenience of time. They don't even tell you. They don't even warn you. And there's times that they will warn you and tell you. So I get off long enough hoping that they'll, whatever they got to do done and blah, blah, blah. Okay? So in the meantime, I come back probably a few hours later, maybe, or the next day. And a lot of times it's fine, but then they're like, oh, by the way, it's still down. What? That doesn't always happen, but yeah, there's times I've had it happen like that. Oh, we're still in the middle of an update, or they're going to update. And it's like, as soon as you get on, oh, we're getting ready to do an update. What the? Why? I just got on, man. I seriously got on. Just got on. Just now. So, anyway. Another thing I don't like about these websites is what they do when it comes to achievements. Okay? It's like they expect you to do things like, okay, let's say you're at level 9 or 10, and they expect you, if you want this reward, to get whatever the hell it is that might be worth it if you can do it. But there's no way in hell you can do it normally. You'd have to basically cheat. By cheat, I mean put out money and do the microtransactions to get crap done. Otherwise, you'd never make it. If like me, I was struggling there, and I still don't see how I still got like 1 day left. And one of the things I got was to unlock Jane, and I believe she's more like in relation to Calamity Jane, but not exactly. If that makes any sense. Well, what I mean, in other words, I don't think it's the same Jane, but then again, she is more Western like her, but I don't know. There's just quite a lot of difference between Calamity Jane and her. But anyway, so I got her unlocked. Didn't take long. I knew I was getting close. I didn't have to really worry about her. And another thing I don't like about it is something I don't understand or get. Is the whole idea is, what the hell am I supposed to do with them? There's no way to put them. I had to, without sacrificing somebody, like for my wall defense. I could, yeah, it's true, I could, but I'd have to level them up and everything else to match the fence and all that. And no, man. And then, because I'm having enough time, and another thing I don't understand is a lot of these characters I'm unlocking now. I just got to unlocking another one called Mike. Anyway, yeah, they're having some other. There's a shard. It's about the same amount of shards. It has to be this type, I should say. It takes to level up. And there's actually 2 levels. I don't understand that either. Anyway, the Sarge. The character that you are as, you can eventually change your face as, but you can't. You have to pay the money, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, what else was it? But yeah, I mean, it don't take the same amount of shards that actually have his face. And I'm struggling enough to even barely get the shards for him. And I don't even understand how I'm supposed to always get them. I mean, because it tells me one thing and then another, and I'm like, oh, God. That's another thing I don't like about this. And another thing is that I don't know how I could separate. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? What you doing? What you doing? Hey, Chris. I don't understand how I could separate. I know I could put, like, ones on the deal. I have, like, more than, like, what I'm supposed to have, or what the limit is. I don't understand why there's a limit anyway. But, like, you can only put, like, 3 characters, and you can have them all the same for, like, your raiding party, which is either going to be going and doing the intel missions, or going over there and, digging, or, and retrieving something, and attacking zombies on the world map. Oh, and Not to mention, they could also go over there and gather things. Now, you only have, I think, one marching thing? I'm not sure. But either way, and between that and the idea of exploring with the three heroes. Now, the difference between that and that is on the world map, as they call it, the wilderness for some reason or another. Anyway, quote unquote, you didn't see me that. I put the two fingers up there, when you go quote unquote. Anyway, so anyway, you go out there to do all the retrieving. That's what the intel missions. You can do special missions, which don't always yield a lot, but they yield enough to help you kind of get through it. Anyway, I'm not really here to talk about that, even though I've already kind of mentioned it as a brief little deal, which is good that we have that, but it doesn't really make up for the fact of what you're lacking here. Like the understanding of how you're supposed to use them, because otherwise they're just standing there idle. It's like, what are they there for? Why are we unlocking them? What's the point? Oh, by the way, the difference is there's manuals you have to get. Yeah, you have to pick them up by going through exploring. I think you can do it in intel missions too. I'm not sure on that. I don't remember, but anyway, this is on what's the name of that doggone program again? The name of that something survival? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Here we go. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a long video, but stated survival. That's the name of it. Anyway, and so it gives you more power either way, but it's like it's got more HP and HP power. I don't know. It's so confusing. But anyway, it's more like you can have more of a rank, like that really makes a difference on your heroes. And okay, but in order to do the rank, you have to have the shards. 2 different kinds of shards. Purple goes to other characters, including the Sarge. There's 2 characters that have the same shards, but they're not, type of shards, I should say. That, I've seen only so far. And that's, oh god, I can't think of his name now. And the other dude that you get unlocked later on. It does the spray can thing. But anyway. Like his name is Rusty, is the first guy I mentioned. And the second guy, I can't think of his name. But anyway. So, let me just bring it up. Either if I could bring it up, it could let me in instead of a stupid update. Dumb game. By the way, I don't like the new screen either. I mean, it's okay. I just don't really care for it over the one I saw. Not that it makes much difference. But it's still a game. Doesn't really, stop it from being a game either way. Oh my god, are you serious? Now it's under maintenance again? I just got through getting on not too long ago and it was fine. Well, thanks for that crap, you idiots. Now I can't figure out their names. I guess I'll have to do another video on it. Anyway, so. And the thing of it is that the amount of time you have per upgrade increases. It's ridiculous. What I also hate about these games, like Coin Master, which is a damn thing. People can steal from you, even when you don't have anything on there, except maybe a little bit of money. And it takes a lot of your money. And the amount that they give you isn't enough. I don't get that. And what you got with that is, okay, what else you got there? You got, and all the while, we're still trying to find Maddie. We took care of, it's like another series. I don't remember which one it was. There's like probably been so many of them anyway out there. But anyway, you think you killed off a guy because they turn into something, but it's not really him. What? I don't know, maybe it's a clone or something. I don't know. Anyway, so you might not meeting the real one. Not that you haven't met him before, but anyway, like someone who's like was a friend of yours and then winds up, supposedly anyway, until they turn their back against you because they didn't like the way you were running your operations. Like another dude, I think his name is Rusty. Again, I can't remember without that stupid thing letting me in. Not let me. Well, in other words, not let me in, but not let me in. Anyway, so anyhow, let's move on forward. The damn thing is, I don't like that. With Coin Master, you got the whole people can steal. What it is they dig, and they call it stealing. I guess it would be, but anyway, and even though you have nothing built yet, I don't have enough money to do it with, and I hate to get stuck, and you will get stuck in this game quite a few times. I can already tell, especially because of how many spins you have and how hard it is to keep up the spins when the wheel just randomly does it itself. And it will stop on its own when it matches, which is fine and all, but that's not the issue. And as much coins as you can get, it doesn't amount to jack, even on the wheel. Even though they had the daily spins, it still ain't enough. And I take and spin it every day, doggone day. Every time it comes up, and I get whatever the amount it gives me, which is not good enough. Maybe if it was 3 mil or something, I don't know. But anyway, they had this new thing on there. When I first started, it wasn't like this. But anyway, you can build up things like every time you dig or strike their village. You think it would count? It was counting even with the shields when they had that event going on. The Valentine's thing, but now it's not, which is stupid. I think it should count. And I think it should be that when you have shields on, which sucks, that even if you have a village, that they shouldn't be able to steal from you. You should be protected. And if they're going to have to steal to survive in this dumb, awful game, why can't they only take so damn much? Because otherwise, what they're doing, which sucks, which it's about like what reality is. Which I hate when games do that. I always hated that concept. But anyway, not all games do this, mind you. But anyway, when you're actually buying things, it costs more, but it costs way even more. It's expensive no matter what you look at it. Anyway, it costs more to repair it and fix it. By the time people get done taking from you, it takes so damn much from you, you can't even begin to get to where you need to be. It takes too much coins, and you won't have enough coins to do the next village. In the meantime, you're stuck waiting again for the next time that you can get your daily spins for the one wheel, or the slot machine. Because yeah, it is a slot machine. Anyway, even though you might get 25, you log in after long enough. If you wait long enough, yeah, you can do that, and then you can come back. You're gonna get stuck for the game. I hate that. That's one of the things I hate, and the principality of getting stuck in a game when you have to wait so damn long because it takes so much amount of gold and it takes so much damn time. Let's say if you have all your buildings being upgraded or all this stuff, and that's another thing. I don't see why like these games that have research in them, why they don't let you do things while they're upgrading. At least to be able to research the things you can before the next level comes out. And be able to train all the troops too. I don't see why they can't do that. It's stupid not to be able to do that. And another thing I don't like about this game is they allow so many people to bombard you with join the alliance. Are you in? Are you in? All languages, or whatever, or English only, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of things I don't like about it as well is you got these player idiots out there, and that's not really idiots, but jerks who come along and they kick you out. And a lot of times they want active people. I'm not going to be an active person. I promise you that. I mean, I can be as active as I want to be, but I can't promise you that because I'm always so busy. I always have so many other things to do that I want to do instead of just Because I'm not tied down. I don't want to be tied down to one thing, which I never am, and I don't want to be. If I ever become tied down to one thing, that'll be a sad life. That has nothing to do with actually being able to enjoy life. I'm sorry, but enjoying a game online isn't exactly, but especially when you don't have dedicated time or when you have no internet or no way to do it, and then they have to boot you out. And there's even ones I've had where they're real laid back, guilty, say, well, it's okay, whatever. As long as you show up once in a while, it's okay. Okay. So I did. I showed up once in a while. A lot of times I was there on time, just about almost every day. Days I missed out when I was sick, something else. But I'm going to tell you something else. Eventually they kicked me out. Even though that every once in a while I'd come on. Even though I had problems with computer issues, like when I didn't have one, when one would break down on me. Yeah, because they do. They eventually do break down on you. Wear and tear, that's what happens. I didn't have no way to log in. Same thing with, and it's dumb. The other thing I don't like about websites is that they eventually erase your name. Especially Facebook. No, it doesn't make any sense. And now it's like, okay, it wasn't like this so many years ago, but now they have this thing that if you have it, and that's if you decide to choose it, which I don't know how you would. But anyway, if you want to preserve it, which you can still obviously delete that account, but like, in other words, say that person's gone. Okay. And if you have access to it, you can actually preserve it to where they don't delete it. You can put it because they passed away. They have this little thing that does it, and I don't know how you're supposed to do that, but either way, I wouldn't mess with it. So, yeah, in the long run, I don't like things like that. There's just like so many things I can go through, but I just don't have that kind of time right now. It's getting to be late. Anyway, I'll see you later. It's been DaBLackKing Goku. Presents another update video, specifically about the things I hate about things, games, websites, online things. I have just about named them all. I can't do movies in this session because I'm about done. I'm tired. I'll do it on another session. Won't be anytime soon. Anyway, this has been recorded on Monday, February 24th. Good night.